Hello! Happy Easter weekend! And welcome to another episode of Cooking with Heather. Today we are going to be making, I am going to be making a Middle Eastern treat called Halva. And this Halva honors my personal history and that my biological father visited and worked in the Middle East in the 1970s. He worked in Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Abu Dhabi that I know of. Maybe he worked elsewhere, I don't know. And my current father loves halva, so I'm making it for him for Easter. And so, plus I'm a family history research student through BYU Idaho Pathway Worldwide. And so I thought this would be a nice nod to my personal history and the course I'm currently taking in life. And you know, it's a little bit of journalism in action. I am also a freelance journalist and have been since I was 17 years old. And this is a nod to my career in entertainment as well, because I've been doing that since I was 14. So shall we get started? All right. So we shall get started. Okay, so the first thing we do is we heat a saucepan up. And we pour a cup of water, a quarter cup of water. We've got to find the quarter cup. Quarter cup of water into a small saucepan. We'll do warm water because that cooks quicker. There we go, warm water. A small saucepan. There, it's in the saucepan, ladies and gentlemen. It is in the saucepan. All right. So now we get to stir in sugar, and I've literally got a stirring spoon right here. And we're going to make it possible for the viewers to view this. Yeah, we've got that viewing. Never mind that. We're going to stir in the sugar. You see my hand? You can also slide around the water just to make it more. Here we go. We're absolutely stirring this in. There. And we don't need to leave any out either. We need to scrape the bowl. We'll toss this in the sink. We need to have control. Whoop. Better pick that up because we don't need to waste. It's a clean stove. I cleaned it before we ever started. We don't need to waste. This is delicate. All right, we need to bring the sugar to a boil now. It's so low because we don't want to burn it. We don't want to burn it. So we need to bring it to a boil. Oh, there's some we forgot. Let's just drop it off into the thing, into the pan. We need to bring the sugar to a boil now and then occasionally help it. We need to let it dissolve. We need to help the sugar dissolve. Isn't this fascinating? Not too much, not too much. I'm just gonna watch it now. We're gonna have a look at it. See, look at it. Isn't that fascinating? That is what sugar in a pan looks like, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're going to bring it to a boil. We're going to find a wooden spoon. Don't mind that, I'm just throwing a cleaning thing out of the way. We don't have a wooden spoon, so we're just going to have to use the spoons we have for the later parts. Like, you know what, I don't have a huge amount of money, so I just literally will wash this and keep using it. Because, you know, I don't have a huge amount of spoons here. I'll wash this old spoon. We'll wait for the sugar to boil. I think it's starting to do something. Medium-high heat. Again, would you like to see the sugar? Look at how beautiful it is. It looks like ice on a pond in winter, doesn't it? It's beautiful. Do something soon, but you can't really rush these things. Be very careful. Keep in mind, this building was literally made in 1903, I think. So, you know, the plumbing is quite old and the heat is really quite old. Look at this. Literally, it looks like an ice hockey rink or an ice skating rink. Look at how beautiful that is. Hopefully it starts boiling soon. It's on medium-high heat, so it shouldn't be too much longer. The sugar is dissolved. It's just beautiful. Yeah, it's starting to get boil bubbles, excusing my tongue. Oh, here we go. All right. It's starting to do it. Woo! Let's see, bring it to a boil. It's cooking now. Just have a look at this before I remove this. How lovely that is, everybody. Look at how lovely boiling sugar looks. Just have a look before I remove it. That's a pond in rain, everybody. That is a pond in rain. Okay, well, we're going to remove it. Oh, look at that. That's a pond in a good rainstorm. Okay. Immediately remove the sugar. All right. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. All right. Just gonna do this really quickly. Put that in there. Gonna set that in there. Gonna stream the tahini in because that's what we're supposed to do. See, look at this beautiful tahini. I got the tahini at the wholesale club in Lethbridge, Alberta. Make sure it's watching. Yeah, there's lots of cool ethnic foods at the wholesale club in Lethbridge, Alberta. It's like literally a beautiful place for ethnic foods. It's very nice. Anyway, the recipe, because I'm following a recipe, it's kind of foolish to not follow a recipe. All right. Mixing tahini with spoon. Scrape it all out first because we need all the tahini. Because this is a very complex recipe. Just going to toss that in there. Rinse the hands off because tahini is quite messy. Oh. Alright. Alright, tahini really is a messy thing. Okay. And then we're going to put half teaspoon of vanilla extract. half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Half a teaspoon of salt. For goodness sake. Right, and we'll mix it all together. I mean, it calls for kosher, but you know how hard it is to find kosher? Like, we're really not going to do that. All right. Now, we're going to stir with hand. I have a mixture, or a mixer, but I'm literally not going to do that because I don't know how delicate. This is something I've never made, and I'm not going to risk wrecking it with a rough shop mixer. I'm going to do it by hand and show a little bit of respect to this recipe. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to do some respect to this recipe. Oh, there we go. It's getting nice and stiff now. All right. It's beginning to become a smooth mess. And now we're going to add a little bit of, this is my favorite part of it. Quarter teaspoon. I just need the quarter teaspoon, and of course that's a mess. We need the nuts. We're going to add nuts to it. Of course, we need scissors. Is the camera still rolling? Yep. We need cup of nuts, cup of almonds, don't want to use too many. Well, 1 cup of almonds, which I also got at the wholesale club, which is great for ethnic foods. And then a teaspoon of rose water, a quarter teaspoon of rose water, excuse me. And you know, this rose water was only $2.50 at the wholesale club, which is a really good price for rose water. Because you know, it's so hard to find in the fridge. Quarter teaspoon. And you know, it's hopefully gonna turn out well. I don't know, I've never made it. And then we're gonna add some chocolate. Oh, half the nuts didn't even make it in. Hate when that happens. There, we'll wash our hands since we just handled nuts. Okay, and then a half cup of chocolate. Half a cup of chocolate, not too much for now. And you know, I couldn't find dark chopped chocolate. So what we're gonna do is just use a chocolate bar, which I found at Shoppers Drug Mart the other day. And that's totally fine. And you know what? Let's chop this. Just be very, very careful. If you chop this, you can chop it any way you like. You could probably use a cutting board, but I'm not. This works just as well. Just make sure that the whole cup's full, or the whole half cup is full. Half piece ought to do it. There. You don't want to overdo it. But we'll need that later, so we'll just do that for now. Alright, we'll need that later, and we should wash our hands again. Get all the chocolate and everything off. Wipe it on our apron, that's okay. Alright, we're going to mix this. Alright, and then we're going to spread it in this cookie pan, this cookie sheet. Because then it's got to literally sit in the fridge and be cold. Oh. It's sort of like an almond chocolate halva, almost. And I mean, this is all you'll get to see right now. Okay. Right. This is what you'll get to see until it's done. This is what you'll get to see until it's done. All right, so I'll see you when it's cooled off. All right, so we're back. Now the halva needs to cool a bit longer, but I want to show you what it looks like now that it's mostly cool in a solid form, semi-solid form. Needs to cool longer so it can be eaten. This is what it looks like, chocolate and almond halva. Doesn't it look great? It really does, doesn't it? Okay, so great homage to my history, to my past and to my present. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, this is Cooking with Heather. Thank you for tuning in to the creation of my chocolate almond halva. Happy Easter weekend to all. I love you all so very much. Happy cooking with Heather to you. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe, and to end, we're going to zoom in on the halva again. Doesn't that look lovely?